All right, like I said in the last episode, I had to correct myself, or probably it was the eighth part. But yeah, I had to correct myself. There are only 14 chapters in Fatal Frame, plus the DLC or extra chapter with. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it. For those of you who know, you know. If not, then that's perfectly fine. But we are back with some more Fatal Frame, Maiden in the Black Water. This time we are playing as Ren Hojo, looking for Rui, his assistant. So Rui in the last episode, when Ren here passed out, or he just fell asleep during surveillance duty because he was supposed to be looking at after Miyu and Yuri. With Miyu, I can't remember too much, but yeah, with Miyu we did end up rescuing Yuri. That's when we went back to the antique shop, and now with Ren we actually did the whole surveillance thing, and so now we are looking for Rui, who got spirited away by another ghost. I swear to God, it's always Rui, Ren. I mean, not Ren. It's always Rui, Yuri, and Miyu who always get spirited away by some spirit, and Ren is always left to find Rui, while Yuri has to find Miyu, or Miyu has to find Yuri. But at the same time, I believe in the beginning part of the game, like far back, like chapter 1, we had to look for another person had to look for us, or we had to look for them. Hisoka, I believe, and yeah, she was the only factor that we did not have to use in the game that much, only for the simple fact that she is on the seek and find list. So we have to literally end up trying to find her wherever she may be. I'm thinking that she is the Maiden in the Black Water. I could be wrong, but to me, she seems to be the type that is just the Maiden in the Black Water. Maybe she is in the spirit world, or deceased, and she just a vengeful spirit trying to probably prevent Yuri from doing anything crazy. But at the same time, I could be wrong. Maybe in a later episode, I'll find out that maybe Hisoka's probably alive. If she is, awesome. If not, then that's just one vengeful spirit we just have to get put down, in a sense. So with Ren's part right here, sorry for the background music, background noise and everything, babysitting and everything. With Ren's part here, like I said, we have to look for Yuri. I mean, not Yuri. We have to look for Rui. So we have to go back to that shrine area, not the shrine from the last episode, but a different shrine area, and look for Rui in there. We'll find a Rui in there. I want to say that Rui, there we go. That's what I wanted to say. Rui probably has some sort of connection with the this ghost, the spirit that I'm fighting right here, with the whole cutting of the whole, thingamajiggy. So let me see. I'm gonna stop right here. So in that brief little exchange right there, you seen that the shrine maiden that actually offed herself, either the shrine maiden with the mask did it, or she somehow was the one that just offed herself and everything. Again, Japanese horror is really freaking scary, with the whole unaliving yourself, the shrine maidens, the everything. I promise you, when I go to Japan, I'm gonna have to probably talk to some elderlies and find out if all this is just a thing like real, or if it's just like not pulp fiction, just not so real and everything. Because I need to know, only for the simple fact that it just seems absurd to think that in a at least Japanese society that that is actually somewhat honorable, or I forget what they said. It's something about being. This is the shrine, by the way. It's honorable to commit seppuku, or just unalive yourself in general. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for saying unalive, but you can get the idea of what I'm truly trying to say just by putting one and one together. Hopefully, it's not true, because if it is true, creepy. But if it isn't true, then it's just a video game. So don't do that. Every life matter, no matter what you may be going through. Just talk it out. Talk to somebody. Just don't just go down that path of just just doing that. We all have our vulnerabilities. Me too. I at one point thought the same thing, but at the same time, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna just try to take life for whatever it's worth and try to make the best of it. Oh, nice little dodge. And I do not know if that golden hand was actually just really a golden spiritual hand, or if it was just a reflection of the candle or whatnot. But overall, yeah, this game really, this is what I was talking about. The episode with that crazy silver-haired woman kid. She was placed right there. She was placed right there, looking at us like a doll, but she was actually just a spirit. I think I did defeat her. I did have to defeat her at one point. But yeah, into the canvas we go for the next area, because Rui might be down here. But last time we found somebody down here. I think it was Rui. Rui, you need to stop getting kidnapped. You have to learn how to just say forcefully, no, you cannot spirit me away. I'm not gonna go. And then what's with the black coffins? The black coffins is probably tied to the Maiden in the Black Water or whatnot. But yeah, the black coffins that you find your person in is kind of creepy. You found Miyu in a black coffin. You found Yuri in a black coffin. You try to put her in a couple episodes ago too, with that crazy witch. And 9 out of 10, you're gonna find Rui in a black coffin. So yeah, it's just one of those what situations. I'm only saying you may, because when I do my editing, I try not to remember too much of what I did in the part that I'm actually editing. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna try to spoil as much, but at the same time, I know I can probably remember as much. I think, like I said, I find Rui in a black coffin. 9 out of 10, I will find her in there, because that's how the trope goes. You go find your person in a black coffin and all that other good stuff. But yeah, for the time being, let you guys enjoy most of the gameplay without me commentary. And yeah, I'll be back. We actually find Rui.
Rui.
You will not escape.
don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Again, we found Rui in a fetal position in a black coffin or black box, however you want to call it. But this time, the chick just want to pull us into the void with her. And now, what in the Genjutsu stuff are we on? Now we're in a different part of the shrine, or somewhere in some sort of place. And yeah, really, you're getting fired. I don't care. You're fired. You literally caused us trouble. We had to come get you. You just want to hug us and pull us into your little crazy behind world. So no, yeah, you're fired. You're gonna have to turn in that 2 weeks notice and everything. I'm gonna have to find me a different assistant. Only for the simple fact that yeah, really, you're in trouble. But yeah, one thing I did read up on Rui, the creators did make her androgynous, meaning that she could either be a male or female, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of late to say, but yeah, I'm going to just say yeah, Rui is a female. I know there are some points where there are some Japanese animes, video games, maybe even in real life, I'm not sure, where there is a male who can basically be as cute as a female. For instance, and this will always be the biggest catfish in anime history, Haku from Naruto. Haku looked like a straight up female, but then once Naruto, even Naruto admitted, she's prettier than Sakura. But as soon as Haku said, "Oh, by the way, I'm a boy," yeah, that's when Naruto had just spent the whole like, what? Yeah, Haku saying that he's a boy threw us all through a loop. You cannot lie and say, nah, that's cat. There's no way. Even Naruto was like, he's prettier than Sakura. Like, that's cat. You can't tell us that. And there are some other animes that had the whole, this male, we're gonna design this male to look like a female and be higher than many female characters. Nah, y'all just catfishing at this point. Who gave y'all the right to do that catfishing stuff? Whoever licensed y'all to catfish, yeah, you need to see me in the alleyway real quick. We need to discuss your style of artistic work and everything, cause I will never forgive the fact that y'all made Haku look like be a whole male. The man with long hair and a choker. Not to say that man can't wear chokers, because I know some emo kids when I was growing up that wore chokers and everything, but none of them looked like a whole female. But then again, I will not name names, but there is a set of twins out there. One of them, when they were 14, as a picture, looked like Natalie Portman. I thought it was a whole female too. I thought it was Natalie Portman's twin, but it turned out he's a male. So yeah, with the whole Haku and Naruto thing, yeah, I'm just highly disappointed. Like many of you are, hopefully. If not, then you need to see a therapist. But with this part right here, with me going on a whole rant and everything, we are in Rui's little world. With being in her little world, but still in like the whole shrine and everything. I will say I have a theory of who actually like put us under this. I'll just call it a genjutsu. The witch that we faced in the previous episode probably did this to us. We're still in search of Rui. It's starting to come back to me now. because this was recorded a month before I can actually get to editing it, because I wanted it to sit so I don't remember as much as the episode, so I don't spoil as much. We do find Rui, but not in the sense of Rui in her right state of mind. The way that we find Rui is that she is, I can't say possessed, that's not correct, but she is not in her right state of mind. Okay, I'm about to say, I do leave trophies and everything up there because my accomplishments, I do not want to edit those out. Those are actually pretty important to me because it shows that this is my first time truly playing the game, or if I manage to get like a gold achievement or platinum, it's something in a way, something I'm proud of and would like to show off. So that's the only type of showing off I like to do, is like my gold achievements and my platinums. So that's when you completed the game fully. If you get the gold achievement or the platinum, you can honestly say that you are a master of that game if you get the gold achievement or platinum. And this is only strictly for action adventure games or horror games, but PvP and Battle Royale games like Call of Duty, if you don't get the platinum for that, then that's perfectly fine, because everybody else is not really grinding for a platinum in a sense. They are grinding for cameo skins. So I'm getting too old to try to grind for cameo skins like Dark Matter and stuff. Last time I grinded for a Dark Matter skin in a Call of Duty game was honestly Black Ops 3. I think, yeah, it was Black Ops 3. That's the last time I grinded. Me and my buddies, we all grinded for Prestige Master, when Prestige Master actually meant the thing. And we all grinded for Dark Matter skins, and we actually achieved them on all our guns. Yeah. Black Ops 3 2015. I think it was 2015 that it came out. Dude. Christmas, that year, if it was in 2015, I believe, at Christmas, when I was home from uni, I literally, actually the first release, the first day that it released, me and my buddies grind close to Dark Matter skin. We grinded for, I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was at least a good 5 days college time, not including the weekend. So it was a Monday through Friday ordeal. We grinded, we missed class that too for 5 days straight. Yes, we did that. We literally did not go to class for 5 days straight, and we grinded for the Dark Matter skins, or get close to it. So yeah, once we ended that grind and ended up going back home for Christmas holiday, we ended up coming back with close to Prestige Master and Dark Matter cameo skins for our guns. All of them, even the combat weapons, such as I think at that time it was just regular old punching or something like that. I can't remember, but I do remember there was at least some melee weapons that had dark cameo skins. But yeah, we grinded. Our professors literally was like, "Where was y'all?" We told them, "Hey, we was dealing with family emergencies." That was our best excuse ever, because they can't really question it. You can't call our parents to be like, "Was XYZ really dealing with a family matter?" Because you're an adult in university. So if your parents are getting called, why? Like, why are your parents getting called on you in university? But again, I'm ranting rather than talking about the part. That is a hand right here. This traditional little I don't know what it's truly called, but this traditional tea house or meeting area, I want to attend one of these in Japan because this looks so cool. This little scenery right here, it looks so cool. I mean, the whole setup. I don't know who. I know in old times, from what I read up, if you are in one of these little rooms or areas, it's mostly 9 out of 10 for a meeting, for poetry or Haku, I believe it's called. Either way, it's poetry. And then you discuss meetings. You have birthday parties or some sort of festivity here. And yeah, I always thought that would be cool to actually be in one of those if I ever went to Japan, which I will be going to Japan. That is one of my goals to go. I'm planning to say it more if I am going to Japan. It will be when I go to Japan. I always want to attend one of these traditional areas because it looks so cool. So dealing with these two is really a real pain. It's a pain in the ass. Only for the simple fact that they just in and out of images, messing up my shit. Luckily, there is no destructive. You can't destroy the environment, or else I would feel really upset that I actually was stepping all over the ceiling pillows, the candles, and of course the head of the tables, stuff, because I don't want to. Yeah, me running on that stuff is actually really disrespectful. But it's a video game, so I have to, so I don't get a game over. I don't think I died once while playing this game so far. I don't think I died once, like got an official game over, because here's how I consider dying in a video game and then getting a game over. You don't really die in a video game if you have a resurrection, like a resurrection item. Like for this one, I think it's the mirror stone or the moonstone. Just come back to life and your health just goes back to full health. And like Ninja Gaiden, there's the Talisman Scroll, the Final Fantasy, the Phoenix Down. There's always the healing item, the revival item. So unless you like empty your stock, there it is, the mirror stone. Unless you empty your stock of those items, you can't really consider it a death, in my opinion. You can't really consider it a death, in my opinion, because once you empty that stock, then and if you get that game over screen or blackout screen, then it's considered a death. So there is a fine line between death in a video game and a game over and still living. So with me still just going on, it's not a death. It's not a death. I still need to find out what the heck those that thing right here. I don't know what that is. If somebody can tell me, I probably know. It's probably an important item. I try to take pictures of it and everything. Nothing seems to happen whenever I do anything, so they can't even touch it. So I don't know what that is. If somebody could tell me down in the comment section what it is, let me know. So we're coming up on a part now where we actually find Rui in her second fetal position. With that, I'm going to end the commentary right here, let you guys see it for yourself.
How good of you to have come. My dear Master Aso, you are most welcome. Now then, shall we go to see your beloved bride-to-be? She is waiting for you. This way, please. Follow me. This way. Rui!
Wow, this game really just enjoys debunking my entire theories about everything. So we found Rui, but first let me talk about the whole witch from the last episode. She appears as a elderly woman, elderly shrine woman, or some sort of maiden. So finding her, she guided us to Rui, who in a sense looked like she was a bride, some sort of bride of some sort. I guess it was something. It was an illusion because now we came to with holding Ruin in our arms. So now my theory about Hisoka being the maiden of black water is debunked because the maiden appeared in front of Ren. Ren probably has no sort of tie to the maiden. I'm not sure. But with the whole, marriage thing, he probably do have some sort of tie. This just confirms a couple things right here. Rui has feelings for Ren, and that probably has always been obvious throughout the gameplay of all the parts I've been playing with Ren and Rui. But at the same time, Ren is oblivious, which is perfectly fine, to Rui actually liking him. So there's that conflict right there. They're gonna have to solve that themselves eventually. Rui, get over here, because we're not gonna try to lose you again, or you're not gonna get spirited away. Hopefully for the end of the gameplay. But yeah, no, she don't get spirited away. I'm just gonna spoil that right now. She don't get spirited away. She just comes with us, and we escape this little manor or shrine thingamajiggy. But yeah. So if Rui is if Rui's supposed to be some sort of the witch mentioned this the last time, a pillar, some sort of pillar. There has to be a pillar or something like that. So I'm thinking Rui's one of the pillars. So either Yuri and Miyu, they're the other pillar, but then who's the other pillar, if anything? If there are multiple pillars, I'm not sure. But one thing I will have to make a theory of before I record and edit the next gameplay, or edit it anyway. Hisoka has to be alive, right? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Hisoka has to be alive, but where is she? Where is she is a better question. So we will probably find that out in the next part. Or what the Yo, why is it that Ren always get the weird freaky behind spirits that want to materialize out of like the floor or box floor or building? What? Why is he always getting those freaky spirits? What? Once we get through this part, if there's no other cutscene, I'll say my farewells for the time being. And then hopefully you guys enjoyed this, even with my crappy, uninspiring, nonchalant commentary. I'm trying to get better with the commentary, but I'm still not one of those commentary people, content creators. I don't like commentary. I can't even say the word properly. Commentating over gameplay. I like raw, Call of Duty footage of gameplay. You guys look at it. You decide right there whether you want to like it, dislike it, leave a comment, or even subscribe. But at the same time, you will not always get me commentating. It's a tongue twister. Whoa. Just like some people can't say the word magician, I can't say certain words either, and that's okay. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If so, cool. Leave a like and comment down below. We got other good stuff. There are other social links, not just the ones that is flashing down there. I'm gonna have to get a whole new thing because I now have 2 YouTube channels. This is the gaming channel that you're watching this stuff on, and then I have a IRL. I can't even call it streaming because it's not even up yet. I have a IRL YouTube channel where I will be posting my somewhat daily life while in the military. Yes, I am in the military. Congratulations to me. Thank you very much. All that other good stuff. One thing I do not want to toot my horn on or hearing is people saying thank you for your service. I haven't done anything yet. I understand that is polite and mannerisms to see a person in uniform and everything and saying thank you for your service, but if anything, I don't deserve such praise yet because I haven't done anything yet. I understand some people will say, well, you took the oath. You're part of the 1% that actually decided to possibly give their life when this, that, and the third happens for America. Yes, I understand that and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I haven't done anything official yet. I haven't done any tours just yet. I haven't been through basic training just yet. Most that my recruiter and my sergeant said is that you have now taken one of the best steps in your life towards success, or I can't remember what he exactly said, but yeah, you're now part of the 1%ers that decided to take this oath. So yes, I am part of the United States Army. Happy for it. Just a simple hello is sufficient enough. Not the entire thank you for your service thing just yet. When I probably when I'm done my first contract, then I'll take those humble praises to heart and everything, because then I'll have some experience underneath my belt. But for the most part, yeah, I'll let you guys finish this part and see how it goes from there. Bold move, Rui. Bold move. After all that had happened, after everything he's been through, bold move. But can you really blame her? She just probably want to be around him. Just want him to be around and everything, and he probably just want her to be around. So can't really blame the chick. Well, cute couple right there.